Hi everyone, Heather here from ShareSpark, and today we're going to be talking about LinkedIn for students. This is mostly going to be focusing on high school students, but if you're in college and you haven't made a LinkedIn profile yet, or if you've made one and you haven't done anything with it, a lot of the info will be applicable to you as well. So here we go. First of all, what is LinkedIn? If you're a teenager watching this, it's probably the most uncool social media platform. You're probably not on it, but I can guarantee you that LinkedIn will probably be the most influential social media platform for your career. It's really picked up steam, and there's a ton of recruiters who report that they actually use it in the hiring process. I know so many people my age who have found their jobs through LinkedIn. If people Google you, and they will, your LinkedIn profile will probably show up on the first page of the Google results. Actually, for me, if you type in my name, it's the first thing that pops up. So that's great because that's the first impression that I want anyone who's searching for me online to see. In high school student lingo, it's your brag sheet. Okay, so your college counselor or your advisor probably tells you to put together a brag sheet during the college application process, and you're supposed to give your brag sheet to anyone that you want to ask for a letter of recommendation as part of your application package. LinkedIn is basically your public brag sheet, so anyone anywhere can see your brag sheet or your LinkedIn profile. Anyway, let's talk about the basics. So the first thing you want to do when you set up your LinkedIn profile is to upload a profile picture. You don't want to focus on, what's going to get the most likes necessarily. You want to focus on what's going to put the best professional impression of you. You don't want to be wearing like a tank top or spaghetti straps. I think this is fine, but if you want to go a step further and have like a collared shirt or whatever, that's great. I actually had a selfie for the longest time. Selfies are definitely appropriate, but you would just want to make sure that it's professional and that it's a headshot. So focus on this right here, okay? No one cares about the background. They don't want to see you on vacation somewhere. They don't want to see you with your friends. It's just you right here. Second thing is the content. What are you going to be putting on your LinkedIn profile? Think about what you would put on your college applications. Any paid positions, if you had part-time jobs already, great. Any internships, any volunteering, service learning, club activities, sports, talents, any other extracurricular activities. For me, I wasn't actually the greatest student. I was super shy and introverted, so I wasn't really that involved, but I was a hip hop dancer. I like to think I still am. In high school, me and my friends, we started our own hip hop dance group, and we would compete and win, and it was awesome. So I'm always happy to talk about that. You just want to focus on things that you're proud of. Third thing, this is probably like the most important thing, the section for endorsements and recommendations. You can talk about yourself all you want, and that's great. We can, take your word for it. When someone else speaks for you, that just goes so much further. And for seniors, you definitely want to get those recommendations and endorsements before you graduate. It just gets harder and harder. The summer comes, you're checked out, teachers are checked out too, honestly. And then when college comes, you're wrapped up in the whole college experience. Before you know it, there's going to come a time where you're going to need a reference. It's just so much easier if you got that before you left. There's a ton more stuff you can do. You can upload projects and photos and certificates and awards and all of this. Like, there's so much that you can put, which is why I highly recommend that if you are in high school, you want to create that profile now, because I know a lot of you are super active. Like, you should be putting this out there and just having it ready for the time that you're going to need it. So a couple final things. Have someone else look at your profile after you're done filling it out. Ask someone who has had a professional career, so you don't want to necessarily ask your friends, but ask an adult and see if they can give you feedback. Whenever you are applying for anything and your LinkedIn profile is all updated, you want to make sure that you include the link to your LinkedIn profile on your resume, on your college application somewhere. And I can't stress this enough, LinkedIn is going to be so important, especially if you are like completely undecided as to what your career is going to be. That's where LinkedIn's really going to come in handy, because it's all about networking and personal branding and, showing off your skills. It's just going to pay off so much. So just start now. In the description, I've included a link to my own LinkedIn profile. Maybe you guys can take a look at it if you want to see an example. And then also I've included the link to LinkedIn's teen section on building a LinkedIn profile. Lots of helpful stuff there. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I'm happy to help. Again, this is Heather from ShareSpark. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and follow us on our other social media channels. All the links are down below. It's at ShareSpark Media. ShareSpark. Share your story, spark your potential.